Hello everyone, Alexander here, and we will be starting the Pokémon Violet Let's Play today. And we are just going to get right into it here with the character creation screen. As you can see, Nintendo gives you a fair bit of options. It's actually pretty good for just the base character model for you to start with. And as always, we are naming ourselves Alexander. There will never be another name I give myself. And that will just kind of be what we do. There we go. Should be accurate. Yep. Everything checks out. So we're gonna change hairstyle. We're gonna kind of mess with some stuff. As anybody who's been a fan for a while will know, I do prefer to keep myself looking rather well maintained. Everything checks out in that department. So yeah, we'll go with that style. And we're just gonna kind of get our look situated here, and once that's done, we'll get right into what we're doing. Gosh. I just want to make sure I'm picking, like, something that fits me. I like this one. There we go. The green eyes offset nicely with the slicked back brown hair. We're a guy, so we don't really need to worry about the eyelashes. Ooh, I like how that looks. We'll go with that one. Hair color's already done. I kind of want, yeah, a little bit of a wider smile, I guess. And, that should be good, yeah. Let's see here, and we are ready. I am gonna do my absolute best to give pretty functional input as the game continues, and give my input on the universe as we experience it together, and if I happen across any information that I feel like it is pertinent to share with you, I will. I am a mixture of, like, education and entertainment at times. Like, if I feel like there's something important to tell you guys, I will do my best to express that knowledge to you in as efficient a way as possible, while also remaining entertaining. Do note that this is an adult channel. It is, you know, PG-13 to adult content, right? So I am going to make some adult jokes. I am going to swear. I am going to do a myriad of things that may not be necessarily appropriate for a younger audience. Anyway, let's get into this. Leading the way to the future while valuing our individuality. It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. I'm really excited to share this with you guys, actually. He's got a pretty cool office. Director Clavel, head of UVA Academy. We're gonna get to know more about him later. Paldea is a sprawling region bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. Aha. I like it. It is adorable. Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas, in the skies, even in our own cities and towns. We humans coexist with Pokemon as we both help one another to live and thrive, which is actually fascinating when you think about it, because, like, the cohesive relationship that their society has to have with Pokemon just as creatures, biological living things, is just fascinating. It just leads you to think about, like, all the ecological and maybe even social challenges that would come with such a thing. UVA Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together, which is really cool. And as the Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon battles to do, growing alongside them. While our robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential, it is within these halls that you will find your friends, your Pokemon, and your true self. We, the faculty and staff of UVA Academy, can't wait to welcome you with open arms. In time for the rad as hell cutscene. This is so damn cool. I'm just gonna kind of let it run. I like the very smooth transition from that cutscene to this opening like area with our character in it. And I'm very excited to share this journey with you guys. I love these games. I love this universe. I absolutely adore everything about Pokemon, and it is one of my favorite franchises ever made. And there we are. Get up and let's get going. We got a lot to do and as much time as we need to do and take to get it done. So one of the things I really like about this game is just the amount of detail put into the world around us. Because what a lot of people I don't think realize is this universe, they do a very good job of like implementing Pokemon designs into everything, right? It's this super fascinating thing where it's in everything they do because it's just such a big part of their existence. And we'll get into more of that as we go, definitely for sure. The cute little squirrel Pokemon. That's the other thing, is like it's clear that that thing is basically like a household pet, which is crazy. Because Pokemon can be everything from just like your family dog to a partner that you live and grow with and just really have this crazy journey with. And it's all very fascinating. This is our mom. Good morning, Alexander. Oh, already in your uniform and everything. Well, yeah, I like to be prepared for the day. Well, it is your first day at your new school, after all. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said that you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Their words, not mine. So clearly we are waiting for something, right? Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. The doorbell? Maybe that's the very thing we're waiting for. Alexander, get the door, would you? Abso-freaking-lutely. Alright, out of my way, squirrel thing. You're adorable, but you are impeding progress. Do forgive the intrusion, the director. I want to take a minute real quick to just point out that I really like his design. I like his color scheme. I really like that they gave him Premier Balls as the Pokeballs around his like pockets of his jacket, rather than just stock Pokeballs, as it would have been very easy for them to do. It is little touches like this that I really appreciate about this universe, and we will be doing playthroughs of other games as well, from this franchise, okay? And I'm gonna like stop and enjoy little things like this about the universe because I do find them to be really cool and very nice touches to detail. You are Master Alexander, yes? That would be me, yeah. On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. And also for my delay in introducing myself. I am the director of UVA Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. The director? You came in person to help my son on his first day? Well, I am responsible for the entire academy, including any failures on its part. Very responsible man. So here at last are the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. Sweet. Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you came all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? Very polite woman. Ah, no need to trouble yourself. Alexander, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back up to your room, finish getting ready for school. You'll need your bag and your hat as well. Just an FYI, I will be removing the hat as soon as possible, as I am just not a fan of the starting headwear. Now, Mr. Clavel, you simply must join me for a cup of this. Wait, what? Isn't that, like, I don't know, I feel like that's from the UK, and this game is based on Spain, so that's kind of a weird dialogue line, but it's alright. How can I refuse such a kind offer? How indeed. I like tea just as much as the next guy. Alright. So, I will be turning off that autosave feature as soon as I possibly can. In fact, let's see if I can't do that right now. So this is the menu. I usually set text speed to fast. I read kind of fast, but for those of you who may not, you know, you can just turn it off. Send to boxes, manual, and nicknames on, perfectly fine. Vertical camera, all that can remain the same. Turn off autosave, show nicknames, obviously, because we're going to nickname all of our Pokemon. Skip cutscenes, we are leaving those active so that you guys can experience everything in the game. Turn the in-game volume down just a little bit. Same with the Pokemon cries. I'll put those to about 8, just in case that knowledge becomes relevant at some point. Controller rumble off, and helping functions. Choose whether helping functions will be activated when you fall from a great height. I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to leave them active. Save these settings. Yes, settings have been saved. Excellent. No need to save the game. No point in that just yet. It's your soft and fluffy bed. It's got a lovely sun-warmed scent. I was not aware sun-warmed was a way you could describe a scent, but cool. Ready to put on your hat and grab your bag. You bet I am. Let's get going. As I know this game will contain a potential to have a younger audience, I will try to limit swearing. I make zero promises in this. Because I am a guy who has a tendency to do it, especially when I'm excited. In addition to that, I will lovingly make fun of characters, and I might kind of sarcastically question the logic of certain things occurring. I might make jokes about it. Just roll with me on it, alright? The humor is just part of who I am. And one more quick side note before we get the journey started. I have a tendency to go on random tangents of thought. You will see this as the journey progresses, and I make no apologies for it. It is part of who I am, it is one of my many quirks, and I'm gonna roll with it and just experience everything as I do, and I will not be editing anything out. Everything will be uncut and unscripted content. Just one crazy-ass journey. So let's go. With that quick little PSA out of the way, let's get a move on. Alright, what's going on? Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yeah, we sure are. Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well indeed. I agree. Everything but the hat, my guy. If I could make some suggestions, maybe either remove the hat from the uniform or just replace it with something a little more stylish. That's all I'm asking for. Oh gracious, how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I have something else for you, Master Alexander, a most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Man, he is, like, super polite and proper, and I like it. I like good manners. I like good manners, I like looking good. You got these two things, you're doing pretty good in my book. I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we? Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's go. I believe it is important to be well articulated and well presented. If you can do these two things, even if you're a little bit vulgar, it barely matters. Just present yourself well, you know? Ah, gosh, it's such a breathtaking house, now that I think about it. Yeah, adjust your doofy hat. That we will soon be removing. Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. Now, these three wonderfully derpy children are just perfect. I love the designs, I love everything about them, and let's get to know a little bit about them together. I'll ask you to choose which among these three Pokemon you'd like to have as your partner. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon. It's adorable. Fuecoco, the fire croc Pokemon, aka the child with no brain. Yes, hello, you adorable thing. And Quaxley, the swag Pokemon. I mean, the duckling Pokemon. Look at his fucking hair. Isn't it great? They're all very good company. Why, they usually refuse to even leave my side. Sorry, I do sometimes misspeak, and I apologize. I'm doing my best to narrate this with as few mistakes as possible, but I will not be editing out the mistakes. I will simply own them and move forward with grace. What's this? So it turns out they're more interested in you, Master Alexander, than familiar old me. I do wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. I'll be at the house just over there. Take your time with your decision, and then come find me once your mind is made up. Now, if you'll excuse me until next we meet. My apologies. Both of those grammatically make sense, though. What a mannerly fellow that director of yours is. I freaking agree. Very polite man. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task. I also agree. Why not take this opportunity to walk about with these little ones and get to know them? I'm sure they have lots to teach you, and I agree with that as well. Oh, but before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. And she gives us the Rotom phone. So something I want to point out about this before I hit A to move on is that this is a cell phone that contains a Pokemon named Rotom placed inside of it. What's odd to me is that I would like to know what went on from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl until now that changed Rotom from being just this odd ghost Pokemon that you could encounter, but it was rare, right? To it is so well known and well understood that it's being put into day-to-day appliances, like into what is effectively an iPhone. And it is really interesting to me to think about this, and I just wanted to point it out while we're sitting here, you know. Food for thought. You put the Rotom phone in your bag's key items pocket. Thanks, Mom. Rotom phone, the latest model of smartphone. A Pokemon called Rotom lives within it, and it can be used to run all sorts of handy apps. See what I mean? It's a brand new phone. According to the instructions, you can check the map app by pressing the Y button. It'll keep you from getting lost, so take good care of the new gadget, okay? Abso-freaking-lutely. Now off you go, have fun. Now what's really interesting to me about this universe as is presented thus far is that it is just very well just designed, you know? And what's nuts is that, like, those, for all intents and purposes, are pumpkins, right? So, like, it's just crazy to think that they might have the same fruits and vegetables we do, but also, like, the berry trees and stuff, and just the ecology of their world and the flora and fauna of it is all just very interesting. Also, just slightly, like, chaotic thought is that there's literally nothing but game mechanics stopping us from taking all three of these Pokemon and just dipping. I'm just saying, like, there isn't technically anything stopping us, realistically, from doing such a thing. But we were given clear instructions to pick just one. So we will. But look at them. They're adorable, aren't they? They're having a hell of a time, too. Look at them go. Alright, everybody. Let's get the move on. We got stuff to do and not a lot of time to do it in. Goodness, has it really been 20 minutes already? My gosh. Alright, well, time flies when you're having fun. Yes, Fuecoco, that is a sign. But I do not expect you to remember anything, my adorable, brain-dead, crayon-eating child. I love him because he looks like he just genuinely has nothing going on upstairs in his mind. We are gonna try to get the ball rolling here. Alright, cutscene time. That's a really nice house, by the way. It's like a villa. It's very nice. Quaxley playing in the pond, as we would expect from a water Pokemon, taking care of his fantastic hair. Sprigatito doing as grass Pokemon do and enjoying the flowers. And Fuecoco. Yep. Gosh. Just burns the fruit. Or berry? Maybe it's a berry from a berry tree. That actually is exactly what that looks like. Yeah, not quite. Master Alexander has yet to make his choice, you see. I have not picked my partner. I do wonder which of them he will choose as his first Pokemon. I like how Fuecoco is just like totally happy to eat the charred fruit and they're just enjoying it. Now, I want to take a moment to point something out. Is that I do believe the game gives me... Give me just a sec. I want to see... Buenos. We haven't met yet, have we? No, we have not. You magnificently designed trainer. I must say I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. I'm pretty quick to the punch, my guy. Hang on, Director, is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Alexander. He will be attending as of today. So you're the kid who moved up the road. I am indeed. I've been dying to find out more about you. Well, let's get introductions going and we can fix that. I'm Nimona. Normally, I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Wanna be friends? Hell yeah. Love that enthusiasm. We're gonna get along just fine. I fully agree. Man, she really has, like, a fire in her eyes. Miss Nimona is president of our student council and a champion-ranked trainer in her own right. Now, what's fascinating about that is you're gonna find out exactly what that means a little bit later, because she is actually insanely strong, having that title in universe. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now, you and me. I would love to. Just let me pick my Pokemon, and then we can do that. Easy now. You two will be in the same class. You'll have plenty of time for battle later. I'm sorry, Mr. Clavel, I want to battle her now. I would much prefer that. And get to know one another better, of course. We're gonna be neighbors and classmates. Nice. We'll be able to battle all we want. Yeah, you bet your biscuits we will. On that note, Master Alexander. Absolutely. Man, they look stoked. Have you decided which of these first Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? Yeah, I think I have, but I want to make a point to anybody here really quickly before I, like, grab anything. Anybody who's trying to play the game in a way where you can potentially, I guess, breed for a better starter later. Like, let's say you're just unhappy with the one you get here. You can save the game right here and reload every time you pick your partner if you don't get the desired gender or nature. This is just something to keep in mind if that does matter to you for your playthrough. I am going to save here just for the sake of not needing to redo anything. You saved your progress. Yeah, I sure did. And we are going to pick Fuecoco, because while I am staggeringly intelligent at times, I am also sheer stupidity. Like, you guys will see me do things where it is like, wow, that's really effective and smart. And then other times it's like, wow, that was staggeringly stupid. So what better partner for me? Wow, geez. See, right there. What better partner for me than The alligator that seems like it just does not have a lot going on upstairs, but it is adorable nonetheless. So we are going to take Fuecoco here, and we are going to name him Chompy, or it Chompy. I do not know its gender yet, but we are about to find out. Yes. Look at him, he's so happy. You chose Fuecoco. Would you like to give Fuecoco a nickname? I absolutely would. Fantastic. This is Chompy. We will love him, and we will watch him grow in power. My little brain-dead crayon-eating child. You're gonna see Chompy do something here in a sec, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Now, look at this. He's, like, on my arm, but there isn't anything, like, fastening him to me. Which is just weird that he didn't just, like, fall off. It's just kind of sketch that he was able to, like, balance like that. Fuecoco seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Alexander. I would freaking hope so. This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. Now, this is a really big thing in their universe where it's like Pokemon are clearly partners to be cherished, valued, and loved, right? They are not weapons. They are not to be mistreated. And this is something where I really enjoy about the universe. The emphasis on you are partners. You are to work together and treat each other well. And of course, be sure to keep it safely tucked inside a Pokeball. I'm not doing that unless it wants it. Like, if I was in universe and my Fuecoco wanted to be out and moving around, I would allow it to. Alexander, I can't believe you actually chose Fuecoco. Why? Something wrong with him? I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. See, I was thinking the same thing, right? Staggering brilliance, sheer stupidity. I thought it was great. Match made in heaven. Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, Director Clavel? Oh, but did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nimona? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focusing on raising at the time. Which is fascinating to think about, right? So she was raising Pokemon before she was ever even in the Academy, which means, technically speaking, she has quite the lead on us in knowledge. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Alexander while he raises his own new partner. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. Which is fascinating, right? Because she's basically being like, I want to be on his level in terms of the things that I'm raising. Because she's trying to keep the battle as even and fair as possible, right? She's not taking any, like, ahead of time advantages, which I think is really cool. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Mr. Alexander here, or Master Alexander here, again, sorry, misspoke, happens, I shall be more than happy to allow it. She is very excited. Yes. And she is going to pick the damn cat. Since Alexander chose Fuecoco, I'll go for this little one. This is my only complaint with the new rival in this game, and it's been this way for a while, where they keep giving them the thing that is weak to whatever we pick, which I don't think is a good idea. One of the things I really enjoyed about the original, I think it was first 2 or 3 games, was that your rival would always pick what, first 2 or 3 generations, by the way, not games, would always pick what, you were weak to. So if you picked fire, they would get water. This made you think constructively of creative ways around something that was just a direct counter to what was likely to be your strongest Pokemon. Nice to meet you, Sprigatito. It's delighted to be her partner. Alright then, now that we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I could not agree more. I'll be waiting down at the beach. Come and join me when you're ready. I am ready for conflict all the time, Nimona. As you may have noticed, Miss Nimona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. I don't think that's a bad thing, as I will voice throughout the series various times that I am a fan of conflict being used for positive growth. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It will help you get to know your own Pokemon as well. It most certainly will. Alright, let's freaking go. I am stoked. Alright, so we are gonna battle Nimona, and that will actually be the end of this particular episode. Well, actually... nah, I'm gonna leave it on some suspenseful shit. So, next time on the next episode, we will be battling Nimona and likely be setting out on our way to the school. Thank you all for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well. Alexander, signing out.